Forgive the cat, for sure. I apologize for that. I want to think about these trees. Let me stand up here. Take a look at all these trees here. There's a couple cottonwood trees there, but I want to look at all these evergreens here. I mean, there's a couple like totally dead ones there, and there's a couple orange ones that are dying here, here, here. Hopefully you can see those. I want to talk about that. I want to think with Deleuze and Guattari here, thinking about the rhizome, but mostly thinking about the opposite of the rhizome, the root tree. And I want to use, talk about this and think about a lot of that, but I want to use this as a little metaphor. I mean, I want to think about these trees as a metaphor for the root tree. I mean, you see these dead ones here, you see those orange ones that are dying, all those, all that. Yeah, I'm at my mom's farm. The root tree, when you read Deleuze and Guattari's A Thousand Plateaus, you read the introduction called the rhizome. What you're going to read about is essentially well, you're going to read about the rhizome, of course, but you're also going to read about the root tree. The root tree, the rhizome, first of all, goes like this, and then you can connect any point with any other point, pretty much. It's horizontal, and other roots can connect to other roots under the ground and such. While the root tree, it goes from down the roots all the way up. That's the only way. It's the only way it can work. Other than that, it just doesn't. It can't work like that. Other ways. Now this is a metaphor for concepts and such that are vertical, that originate from foundation all the way upward, and they're hierarchical. It's a big thing of strata, on upward, and essentially what this is it's a metaphor for dualisms. Excuse me. A metaphor for dualisms, dichotomies, and the normal way of thought in society and politics and philosophy and various forms of life and thought in argument and logic, essentially, is this metaphor for I'm thinking about these trees. Here's a metaphor. How we can go from the bottom and go all the way up. It's hierarchical and has no room to go anywhere else. It's stuck where it is. If you don't understand what I mean, you can comment below, and I'll try to discuss it. And if you know what I mean, but I'm not articulating the concept well, let me know. So I was thinking, if you could see a couple green trees here, a couple orange ones, and then you get a couple dead ones here. They're totally dead. No needles, nothing. I was thinking that this is a great metaphor with these some alive, some dead ones. A good metaphor for what happens to certain, I guess, dichotomies and dualisms and ways of thinking, ways of doing logic and such, and ways of arguing. And also even like ideology. Deleuze and Guattari meant for the rhizome to be a model for society, for one thing, a model for various other things as well, but definitely a model for society. And if in fact this is how it happens, I mean, I know for a fact why these trees die. It's because of a kind of a sickness of a sort that gets to the trees and makes them go orange and then die. That's kind of something that's common around here anyway. I don't know if it's common here or anywhere else. I know that it's common here in Nebraska. But I was thinking about these trees as, that sometimes concepts can, since they have no room to grow, they have no room to go anywhere else, no room to grow, they could possibly die like this. And dying as in I guess causing more problems, I guess, and not working out, and not being no room to flourish, no room to grow, and nothing at all being able to work. They have no room to go anywhere. So they end up like this. This is a good metaphor for what happens with a common root tree, as a metaphor for certain concepts and dichotomies and dualisms in the world. That it has no room to grow anywheres, nowhere has room to grow, so it dies there. I was just thinking about this and how it was a good metaphor for, for not only for, of course, for, the world, and everything, but definitely, of course, for looking at this, how we have some green ones and some other ones that are dying and a couple that are dead. I was thinking about this as a metaphor for, what could possibly happen with these root tree metaphorically speaking, these root tree concepts. It's how it can end up like this, when it has no room to grow, no room to really do anything. It ends up like this, and ending up like this being a metaphor for maybe obsession. Get down. No room for growth and dying is a metaphor for either it causing problems and not being healthy, or death in itself, as in removal from society, because it has no room to grow and it has no more application anymore. So I was just thinking about this and thinking about how much better a rhizomatic concept could be. Let me know your thoughts. Sorry, this is a boring video.